We're gonna make Chase a sandwich because we won, and somebody needs to eat the worst sandwich.
Here's a good strategy for that. Why don't you start putting the flat things on there, and I'll start cutting the things that need to be like cut in order to be put on a sandwich.
And at the same time, Stevie, you can quiz us on what people hate the most in each state.
Yeah,
It's not
did
a
you
food.
know that there was or currently is, I don't know, a dating app called Hater, which matched people based on their mutual dislikes? I mean, can you even believe that? Like, that's like,
yeah.
oh, I met my wife on Hater because we hated the same thing. We both hated sauces.
A lot of people bond over hating things, but I just don't know if you can build a well-rounded relationship around only that.
Well, that's where this data is from because they did it like state specific. So we have what's hated most in each state. For instance, in which state is NSYNC the most hated thing?
The band?
Yeah.
Probably where they come from, right? Which is like New Jersey.
Oregon. They're all from Oregon.
Is it
You like
Florida,
nipples?
Colorado, or Tennessee?
It's not Tennessee because Timberlake's from Tennessee. He's from Memphis.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. I know a lot of JT trivia.
I was thinking about him this morning. I was like, you know, how relevant is he, and what does that say about us?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it says anything about us.
Good.
So it's not Tennessee, unless Tennessee is ashamed of him. You think Tennessee's ashamed?
Well, what are the other choices?
I think Colorado.
Florida or Colorado?
Colorado makes sense because, you know, it's like a little bit hippie and they see themselves as a little bit better than everybody. Like, okay, you know, we're not into JT. Like, we would never do that.
Well, NSYNC and Timberlake are two different things.
Oh,
all right. So
now
what's
that's
your
a
answer?
Controversial opinion.
What's your answer?
Colorado.
All right, we're going with Colorado.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It's because Colorado thinks it's better than. No, I don't have that information.
Here's some slices.
Because people who dated each other in Colorado hate NSYNC.
This is gonna be a bad sandwich. What's the next one?
Tuna salad.
Tuna
Georgia?
salad.
New Jersey, or South Dakota? Did you eat tuna salad growing up? Like, was mayo in your house, or was mayo hated by your parents?
What? Some days we only ate mayo.
You only ate mayo.
I mean, I would eat a spoonful of Dukes in my spare time if I needed to.
Okay, so you had like a lot of like egg
I was
salad,
born in
tuna
Georgia.
salad.
telling me
we eat
there-
fish all the time.
You grew up in North Carolina and you knew of people that wouldn't have mayo in their house?
It's called, my mother did not like mayo and still doesn't, and she thinks it's gross, and she told me growing up that was the case, and so I thought it was gross, and she thought tuna salad was gross, so I didn't have that.
Oh, dang.
And then, you know, when I was no longer living at her house, all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, this is delicious. And also I love tuna salad. And also I love NSYNC.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, NSYNC and brunch.
I think this is North Dakota just because it's landlocked.
Oh, sorry, that's not an option.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Because it's also
Georgia, New
landlocked.
Jersey, or South
Ah.
Dakota. Just because it's landlocked? Because all tuna salad comes from fresh fish and not canned fish.
I mean, I'm not going to say Georgia because I grew up in Georgia and I had tuna fish a lot, and my mama did, and she grew up in Georgia. So it could be New Jersey, I guess. But,
I think we have everything on this.
you know what? The people in South Dakota, I think they're just happy to get anything sometimes. You know, things that make it up that far.
Steak is what I'm hearing.
Steak. Put some steak on there. Here, let's do this. I think you kind of just need to just rip the whole right off.
Oops, sorry,
All right,
Chase.
that's actually going to help me then to turn this
You know,
over.
So I'm gonna
There
go.
are some
We're gonna
days that
go
I
with
really-
New Jersey.
Okay, I'm really glad that I'm a disembodied voice, and today is one of those days, you know?
Chase, pull up a chair, buddy.
The answer is Georgia, I'm sorry to say.
Okay, that's not true. I'm from the state.
I'm more of a chicken salad man, but maybe they are in Georgia.
We met each other because we both hated tuna salad.
Well,
That first bite of tuna salad
my part of Georgia.
is always me realizing that I'm not eating chicken salad, and that's just a horrible speed
Well,
bump.
yeah, you gotta know. You can't. You gotta go in with the right expectations.
I think the shirt suits you. Are the glasses costume?
Yeah, I pulled them from your wardrobe thing of glasses.
Oh, really?
Because I forgot mine at home.
Yeah,
So you weren't planning on seeing today?
They're like mild prescription.
Yeah.
Like from somebody who left their glasses
But
at a
Sarah
thrift
keeps
store.
telling me to actually go see the eye doctor since you guys let
Those-
me have eye insurance vision, and I
That's
haven't
right,
gone,
man.
so I should go and see.
Take
you should
advantage
go.
of that coverage.
Take those with you because those look good. Yeah, we put a prescription in there
Thanks,
for you.
man.
Do you want us to
Yeah.
cut this
It's such-
sandwich
it's-
in half
it's-
for you?
I think that would make it so much better. Yeah, thank you. You know, last week I changed my allergy meds, and I can taste a little bit better, and I feel like that was the wrong call for today.
Your allergy
Allergy-
meds made it where you couldn't taste?
Well, before, like, my allergies were a little worse, and so like I would often have a little bit of a, you know, my nose was blocked up, and that would make me not smell and taste as well.
Smells 8% taste.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what the other 20% is?
Just taste.
Taste.
Taste,
Yeah.
Just
That makes more
tongue
sense,
taste.
yeah.
You're right.
So there you go. There's a nice cross section for you.
I like I think all of these things,
Yeah,
except
right.
for anchovies.
It's gonna be hard to get your mouth around that, but
Yeah.
we're gonna watch you try.
All right.
While we're building up the tension for this, I want to remind you to check out Mythical Chef Josh and
Oh,
Nicole
it's bread.
have a podcast
Oh, Nicole.
called A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
You need some reinforcement bread on the bottom. Give him a reinforcement piece.
You want to know if expiration dates really matter? What the heck is paprika? Is wine a scam? These are the type of things that they talk about. Those are things that they actually have talked about.
needed.
So
I don't-
wherever you get your podcast, check out that podcast. It's shorter. It gives you what you need on the food front.
But Chase just leaned over and whispered to me, "I have a podcast too." So it would be a good time to talk about, the one that he does, the Mythical Crew podcast over on the Mythical Society. But that, you only have enough space for one promo, Chase.
A hot dog is a sandwich. Check it out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, don't
This
take
is
too,
your moment,
Don't
yeah.
take too big of a bite of steak. Think about Dick Bowser.
I don't know who that is.
He's a friend that
He's
choked on
Rich
steak
Dad's friend. He choked on steak
in
a
Myrtle
restaurant.
Beach. Hasn't had steaks.
It was embarrassing.
They did the Heimlich on him right there in the middle of Myrtle Beach.
Everybody, it took so long. People just
I
came
just
from other
thought they
restaurants to
anchovy.
watch.
And literally every time my
Salty.
kids are eating steak, they say to each other, "Don't be Dick Bowser."
Don't be a dick
we
Bowser.
just say, "Remember Dick Bowser," even though he's still alive.
Right.
We're
This
saying-
story's better when he dies.
Yeah.
It's more effective. You having trouble? You're grimacing.
Yeah,
you're-
I haven't really been paying attention to what you've been saying. Sorry.
It seems like there's a lot of balance in that flavors.
No, there's a lot of salt.
A lot of salt.
Like the
yeah.
sushi, and then the anchovies,
Yeah,
pickles, and
yeah, right.
really bad steak.
This is gonna preserve your innards, man, with that bologna and
A few,
The
like I was
pickling.
in Hawaii not that long ago, weeks back, and
Hawaii.
I'm really channeling that sushi that I had, but it's hard when it's
Yeah, that's not gonna
The rest
be,
of
that's
this
not going
is-
to be a successful coping strategy.
What's another state, Stevie? Don't hold back.
Any state? This is gonna be devastating news for Rhett specifically because the question is, in which state is long hair on guys the most hated thing?
Huh.
And the options are
Are you making this up?
frightening. Not this time.
Frightening?
Yeah, because it's North Carolina, California, or Iowa.
Well, it's not
Can't be
California.
Iowa or North Carolina?
I would pick Iowa because I've never met a long-haired person from Iowa, man or woman.
I mean, when I had
Everybody
long
that's
hair,
got a buzz cut that I know.
when I had long hair, the only people that told me they didn't like it were from California. My mom and my sister.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
but do you talk to anyone who's not from California ever?
No.
Right.
Yeah. My mom told me that she wants me to cut my hair. She said that a couple of times.
Oh,
I,
yeah?
do I have to eat more of this?
No.
She's from North Carolina.
He doesn't like it.
Your mom wants me or you to cut her?
The parts are a lot more than the whole.
I'm going to go with North Carolina.
I'm going with Iowa just because I don't want to believe it if it's North Carolina.
Thankfully, it's Iowa.
Oh.
So you can exist in North Carolina and
Still,
California without.
but
the heat.
I can't go into Iowa, man.
Motion.
Let's switch things up. I'm gonna
Motion?
tell you what the hated thing is. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what the state is.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me which is the most hated thing.
All right.
Missouri. It's a tough one.
Missouri.
Missouri's like, I mean, what is it really? You know?
Well, here's the thing. I woke up in Missouri today, and that's not a euphemism. I literally did. I mean, I woke up in Missouri, and now I'm here. So I mean, it's fresh. It's fresh on the mind.
That's wild, man.
I mean,
That's wild.
what do those people hate? I don't want any choices.
Okay.
Look at Chase. Chase is oiling up.
I
You got-
woke up ashy.
Give me a category.
Woke up ashy.
It was in Missouri. I was ashy.
What?
Is it?
I have 3 different things they could possibly
Can you
hate.
give us 3 options?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
People who leave Christmas lights up year round. People who run with their shirts off. Or people who believe in aliens.
Missouri.
I
Missouri.
gotta be honest with you. I didn't see anybody running with their shirt off.
I don't think they like alien beliefs
You think they have an aversion to aliens?
Is it
because
flat
they're
It's
close,
relatively flat.
They're closer to the alien states.
I think they might be mistaken.
They're
as
closer to Area 51 than
than
not us.
not many states. But
Than Alaska.
they
Get this out of here.
I think that they may be perceived as an alien loving state, and they want to correct that.
Oh,
I did get a little bit of that vibe, but I
Going
didn't
with
see
aliens?
anybody with their shirt off. I'll go with aliens. I
don't think they like aliens.
That tracks.
Good, then we can move on. The answer is aliens.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Maine? Maine.
What do they
And the
hate?
options are, I really like the options. It's boys' night, imitation lobster,
Oh, well, that's easy.
or littering.
Oh, Maine is such a pristine.
I think it's littering
place.
because
Really
I think the imitation lobster is a plant.
It's a red herring.
I don't think it's a plant. I think it's like another animal that they say is lobster.
Yeah, it's like a cod. Red herring
It's like
is my
scallops are
second
just like-
favorite restaurant behind Red Lobster.
Pig anus.
Wait, you're both going with littering?
Littering, yeah.
Littering.
It's boys' night.
No, okay, well, what? First of all, what is boys' night?
I think
never
it's
been on a boys' night?
when
What
the
is boy-
boys
What are you doing this
go
for?
out and drink together, but sometimes in like a basement or garage. You know, boys' night.
They don't like doing that in Maine?
It's not when boys get into bars for free.
Heck no.
Oh,
Boys?
is that what you thought boys' night was? Because you were seeming like you knew what boys' night was.
I did a boys' night in when I was in college in Ohio, but it wasn't that.
What was it?
It was just we just watched a bunch of movies at the cinema house. It was,
You know, boys'
and
night.
we brought whiskey. It was really fun.
Stuck some whiskey in the theater.
You were all boys.
We were all well. That's not true.
Okay, but you were acting like boys.
We called it boys' night. I don't.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think we may be talking about two different things.
Okay, this is about to get interesting because the state is Florida, and arguably that's one of the most hated states in.
So what do they hate?
Yeah, exactly. Nude sunbathers, workout couples,
Workout couples.
or Florida man headlines.
Again, I think Florida Man Headlines is a red herring.
Yeah, I think they embrace that.
Speaking of red, you said that was purple. The beets.
Yeah, that's purple, man.
Do you think this is purple?
A beet is purple.
I would actually call it burgundy.
That looks red to me. But this wouldn't be the first time someone
You can't even
has
taste,
told me my
man.
color was wrong.
I couldn't taste until 2 days ago.
Workout couples and what?
Nude sunbathers or workout couples.
I want to not like workout couples, because it's like, you know, they
Lotion.
it's like they're all
Yeah,
in their
lotion.
they're in their own world of like, oh, look at us, look at me, look at you, let me take a picture of you, you can take a picture of me.
This is going to sound a little bit morbid. I think you're right, and here's why. A lot of people go to Florida to retire, which is just a nice way of saying go to Florida to die. And you go down there as a couple, and then one of you dies, and then you're single. And seeing an old couple walking in like two tracksuits just fills you with grief and just revenge.
The matching
And so you
tracksuits, too.
hate seeing couples, and oh man, I wish I still had Cheryl. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad but true. They hate workout couples in Florida.
Workout couples.
Yeah, everything about that, including the logic, was correct. It is workout couples.
Everyone hates a workout couple.
I'm telling you, man, it's what I said.
Okay, this one this is the last one, so you have to get it correct to win nothing. Nebraska. The most hated thing in Nebraska. Sarah McLachlan ASPCA commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Fireworks.
I thought it was going to be just Sarah McLachlan.
Or friendly reminder emails.
They don't dislike fireworks in Nebraska. I feel
Friendly
safely,
reminder.
safe about that. Friendly. They don't. People in Nebraska are really known for you tell them something once and they got it.
I got it.
I mean,
I got it.
I've never had to tell anybody from Nebraska something twice.
After
And every time I've reminded somebody from Nebraska something, they're like, "Dude, you already told me this."
I got it.
It's very annoyed when you try to remind them.
Yeah, right. I don't know what it is, something about where they're at in the prime meridian in relation to the prime meridian. I know it doesn't go through Nebraska. I wish
Well,
it did sometimes.
He's convinced me.
Yeah, friendly reminder emails.
You guys. You're right!
Yes!
It's friendly reminder
Yes!